The modern world is loud, impatient, addictive, and mentally exhausting. Every day you wake up already under pressure, notifications screaming, expectations pulling, comparisons stealing your focus before your feet even touch the ground. Most men are not weak by nature. They are drained by constant mental warfare they were never trained for. You are told to care about everything, react to everyone, explain yourself endlessly, and slowly, without realizing it, your peace disappears. Long before social media and modern chaos, Marcus Aurelius lived through war, betrayal, disease, and death. Yet he mastered something most men today never touch: inner control. Stoicism was never about suppressing emotion. It was about refusing to be ruled by it. In a world designed to provoke, distract, soften, and exhaust you, being stoic is no longer philosophy. It is survival. This is not motivation. This is training. Training your mind to stay calm when insulted, focused when distracted, grounded when chaos rises. If you feel overwhelmed, misunderstood, emotionally drained, or tired of reacting instead of leading, this message from Stoic Spark found you for a reason. Listen closely, because these rules are not meant to entertain you. They are meant to rebuild you. Rule 1. Control what is yours and release what is not. Most people wake up already exhausted, not because the day is hard, but because their mind is already fighting battles that do not belong to them. Messages unanswered, opinions imagined, outcomes not yet real. This is where modern suffering begins, and Marcus Aurelius warned about this long before smartphones and social media existed. He reminded himself that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Yet today men bleed energy trying to control reactions, opinions, respect, love, validation, and outcomes that were never theirs to command. The modern world teaches you to react instantly to everything. A Stoic does the opposite. He pauses. He separates what is his from what is not. Your effort is yours, your discipline is yours, your values are yours. How others feel about you is not. How fast success arrives is not. How people misunderstand you is not. Once this distinction becomes real inside you, anxiety loses its grip. Because anxiety is born when responsibility is placed where control does not exist. Imagine walking through your day focused only on what you can influence: your preparation, your response, your standards. Suddenly pressure feels lighter, decisions become clearer, you stop arguing with reality. And when reality is no longer your enemy, your mind becomes calm even in chaos. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while repeating this truth to himself. Today you rule your inner world the same way. When insult comes, you choose composure. When plans fail, you choose adjustment. When life delays, you choose patience. This rule alone changes how people feel around you, because calm is contagious. A man who does not panic cannot be controlled. He becomes grounded, stable, unshakable. The modern world tries to pull you in 1,000 directions. Stoicism teaches you to stand still inside while moving forward outside, and that is real power. Rule 2. Master your inner dialogue before it masters you. Your mind speaks even when no one else does. And in the modern world, that voice is constantly influenced by noise, comparison, negativity, endless information. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the soul becomes dyed by the color of its thoughts. Today, most people let their thoughts be colored by fear, jealousy, self-doubt, regret. A Stoic does not silence thoughts. He disciplines them. He listens but does not obey every voice. When failure happens, the mind screams weakness. The Stoic reframes it as training. When rejection occurs, the mind whispers unworthiness. The Stoic labels it redirection. This practice is not positive thinking. It is truthful thinking, because the strongest minds are not optimistic or pessimistic, they are realistic. The modern world rewards emotional reactions. Outrage spreads faster than wisdom. Insecurity sells better than confidence. A Stoic refuses to internalize this chaos. He chooses his mental diet. Carefully, what you consume becomes what you think. What you think becomes how you act, and how you act becomes who you are. Mastering inner dialogue means you do not insult yourself when life does. You do not collapse internally when things go wrong externally. This is why Stoics appear emotionally untouchable, not because they feel less, but because they interpret better. The man who controls his internal narrative cannot be manipulated. Insults lose power, setbacks lose poison, silence becomes strength, and over time your presence changes. People feel stability when you speak, weight when you decide, certainty when you walk away, because the war inside you is already won. Rule 3. Voluntary discomfort in a comfort-obsessed world. The modern world is designed to make you soft. Instant pleasure, endless scrolling, effortless entertainment, zero resistance. Marcus Aurelius practiced voluntary discomfort not to punish himself but to remind himself of his strength. Today this practice is more important than ever because comfort numbs capability. A Stoic chooses discomfort deliberately. Early mornings when sleep is tempting. Discipline when pleasure calls. Silence when distraction screams. This is not about suffering. It is about sovereignty. When you willingly face difficulty, your nervous system adapts. Fear loses authority. Confidence becomes earned, not imagined. Most men panic when life gets hard because their daily life is already easy. The Stoic trains hardness in controlled ways so chaos does not surprise him. Cold showers, hard workouts, restraint, focus, these small acts compound into unbreakable self-trust. You begin to know, not believe, that you can endure, and when you trust yourself, you stop seeking reassurance from the world. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that luxury weakens the soul. Simplicity sharpens it. In a world obsessed with comfort, the man who embraces discomfort stands out without trying. Calm under pressure, disciplined under temptation, grounded under stress, this rule builds quiet dominance, not loud confidence, but deep certainty. And deep certainty is felt immediately by others. Rule 4. Ignore praise and insult. Modern men are trapped by opinion. Likes, comments, validation, criticism, approval. Marcus Aurelius warned that caring too much about what others think hands them power over your peace. Praise inflates, insult wounds, both distract. The Stoic steps outside this trap. He does not reject feedback. He rejects dependency. When praised, he remains grounded. When insulted, he remains composed. Because his standards are internal, not rented from strangers. This emotional independence is rare, and rarity commands respect. When you stop chasing approval, you move differently. Speak cleaner, decide faster, walk away easier. People sense that you cannot be controlled by flattery or shamed by criticism, and paradoxically they begin to respect you more. Because humans admire those who do not beg emotionally. The modern world trains people to perform for validation. Stoicism trains you to perform for integrity. This detachment creates freedom. You are no longer reactive, no longer fragile, no longer shaped by opinion. You become consistent, and consistency is power. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself not to be tossed about by others' opinions. Today, this rule protects your mental health, your focus, your mission, and your self-respect. Rule 5. Accept reality without complaint. Complaining is the modern addiction. It bonds people through shared weakness. Marcus Aurelius practiced radical acceptance, not surrender, but clarity. He understood that reality does not care about preferences. The Stoic does not waste energy wishing life were easier. He trains himself to become stronger. When setbacks occur, he does not ask why me. He asks what now. This shift changes everything. Resistance creates suffering. Acceptance creates movement. In the modern world, men break not because problems exist, but because they believe problems should not exist. Stoicism removes this illusion. Obstacles become teachers. Delays become preparation. Pressure becomes sharpening. This mindset creates resilience. Not passive endurance, but intelligent adaptation. Marcus Aurelius said the obstacle is the way, and in modern terms this means every difficulty carries direction. When you stop complaining, you start leading. Your mind clears. Your actions align. Your confidence grows because you are no longer at war with reality. You are working with it, and when reality becomes your ally, nothing feels overwhelming. If you stayed until the end, something inside you already understands the truth. The world will not slow down. People will not suddenly become fair. Pressure will not disappear, but you can decide how deeply any of it reaches you. Stoicism is not escape. It is armor, quiet, unseen, and unbreakable. When you apply these principles daily, you will notice a shift. Fewer reactions, more control, less noise, more clarity. You will stop explaining yourself. Stop chasing validation. Stop handing emotional access to people who have not earned it. Your calm will confuse people. Your discipline will intimidate weakness. Your silence will speak louder than arguments. This is not about becoming cold. It is about becoming solid. If this message resonated with you, let it sit and reflect on it. Share your thoughts in the comments because your words may guide another man walking this path alone. Subscribe to Stoic Spark for more timeless wisdom built for the modern world. And press the bell icon so you never miss the teachings that sharpen the mind and strengthen the soul. The world will test you tomorrow. Meet it prepared.